What's up, Nowstalgia? Dave here with a review of Happy Gilmore 2, the new Netflix comedy film starring Adam Sandler. Of course, his follow-up to his 90s classic, the original Happy Gilmore. One of the signature movies of Adam Sandler's career. Of course, his production company is called Happy Madison, after all, after Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison. And this has been a sequel that's been talked about before, but really, came fast and furious in recent years. And of course, I think disappointingly has been released on Netflix when given Adam Sandler's star power. It's a movie that definitely could have performed at the box office in theaters, although Sandler has developed quite the working relationship with Netflix to this point, so it's not entirely surprising. Happy Gilmore 2 is an interesting follow-up to its predecessor because on one hand, it captures and reminds you of a lot of the strengths of the original, its style of humor, the performance from Sandler, the general ridiculousness of its plot. A lot of that's still here, but Happy Gilmore 2 is really bogged down by having way too many characters. And even if you remove the myriad cameos from real life people playing fictional versions of themselves, even if you take out all the cameos, there's still way too many characters, way too many people in this movie, and it just kind of gets in the way of what you care about most. Did I still laugh? Yes, I laughed out loud at several moments. There's some funny stuff here, there's some ridiculous stuff here. Benny Safdie is actually really amusing as the movie's villain. Some of the cameos like John Daly really work, but a lot of stuff just kind of gets in the way and is dead weight in one form or another. It definitely feels more like the definition of a Netflix movie than I would have expected. Surprisingly, the movie writes off Julie Bowen very early on. She has a few brief moments in death, but she dies in the same fashion that, of course, Happy killed his dad in the beginning of the original film. And then, of course, he knocked off Chubbs, Carl Weathers' character, R.I.P., in the middle of the movie. It repeats and calls back to several aspects of the original film, which is, I think, fun in one hand, but also comes across, I guess, as like a bit hokey. I'm not really sure. Sandler, he's proven himself to be actually an incredibly versatile actor, right? Just think of the work he's done, since Happy Gilmore, right? Of course, he's continued to be a goofball and a comedian, and that's what we always think of him from first. But he's also made good movies, serious movies, with Noah Baumbach and Paul Thomas Anderson, and of course Benny Safdie with Uncut Gems. So he's got a lot to him, and he's definitely bringing you a lot more serious material with Happy Gilmore 2, and the decision to have Happy, the character, be down on his luck and effectively broke and motivated to return to golf by keeping his kids' dreams alive. Yeah, there's some charm to it, and I think there was more meat on the bone to have this movie not be kind of bogged down by a lot of characters. I mean, Bad Bunny's in this movie as the caddy this time around with very little to do, but he has a lot more to do in so many other characters, right? And there's just varying levels of effectiveness to the callbacks, to the cameos, and everything that's going on. I actually quite enjoyed Christopher McDonald's return as Shooter McGavin, and the way Shooter and Happy predictably take sides together against Benny Safdie. Like, it's all pretty fun and enjoyable. I also was not expecting the movie to be a really blatant critique of the Live Golf Tour and its rift from the PGA Tour in real life, but that's exactly what this movie is about. I will say it's not lost on me the irony, though, of the four golfers that have the biggest role in the movie. Real life golfers, of course. There's many real life golfers that have small cameo roles playing themselves, right? You have Ricky Fowler and Colin Morikawa, and you have Will Zalatoris playing the adult version of the caddy from the original film. That's all quite fun. But the the golfers we spend the most time with, of course, are Rory McIlroy, Scottie Scheffler, Brooks Koepka, and Bryson DeChambeau, and they're fighting against this Maxi Golf League that has been created by Benny Safdie as a way to revolutionize and bring golf into the current times. And yet, what did Brooks Koepka and Bryson DeChambeau do in real life? Oh, right, they joined the Live Tour. It's kind of hilarious that they're the ones who would be representing that in the movie. Now, there's some fun callbacks there, right? Like, I liked Scottie Scheffler getting arrested again like he was in real life. He's still a pretty boring guy. His acting isn't anything to write home about. Really, none of theirs was. I enjoyed the training challenges montage they do. That was kind of fun, I guess. You have Haley Joel Osment in here as one of the antagonists, but he also has very little opportunity to make too much of an impression. Boban Marjanovic playing the son of Richard Kiel, effectively playing the same type of character that Richard Kiel played in the original movie, just a blatant callback and redux of things. It's a lot of stuff like that. It's also a family affair. You have a bunch of Adam Sandler's family in this movie, including Sonny Sandler, who's playing Happy's daughter in the movie. John Daly as Happy's neighbor, playing himself, is actually kind of hilarious. The returning bit of him drinking hand sanitizer as a way to get drunk was pretty hilarious. I also liked alcoholic Happy's hiding of booze and various physical real life items, and that recurring bit's pretty enjoyable. There's some groaner jokes that you can't help but laugh at, like Jack Nicklaus making an Arnold Palmer joke about the drink. Stephen A. Smith does a great job of doing his shtick in the Happy Gilmore world. Even Ben Stiller gets to return as the leader of the AA program that Happy joins. You know, the gang's all here in a certain respect. It's a different type of movie than the original one. It's just less traditional and more has a lot more busyness to it, you know. So I had a good time with it, but it's a very different type of movie. Let me know, what did you think of Happy Gilmore 2? Did you look past some of these weird flaws and decisions to enjoy it for what it was? Did you dislike it? Eat something in between? Let me know. And for more movie reviews, subscribe. I'll see you next time.